Hello and welcome to another Tech Articles. In today's article, we're going to look at a post from the Surecrafted Facebook page. And the question was about gifting a course subscription. Now, I did create a quick intro on how that could be done and the methodology behind it, but it was very quick. I didn't show how I did it, just that it could be done. Now, I did promise at the time that I would record a proper video on this and give some idea. So what this video is going to cover is what you see in a second. I'm going to show you exactly how to build it step by step. And I'm going to use a little plugin I've written to do the logic, but you could do anything to do your logic. And in my logic, what's going to happen is when you buy this product as a normal purchaser, in fact, let's do that. So let's go to here. If we go to FluentCRM, there is two tags here. And when you buy Awesome Course, you get the Awesome Course tag, and that is what allows you to view the course. I haven't got a course. I'm not going to show that. But if they've got the tag, the logic is there. If you have this tag, view the course, and that is going to be the success of this video. It's not about actually selling the courses. It's not about showing the courses. It's about showing you how you can get to this step, and then whatever course platform you want to use and how it would interact with FluentCRM tags. So, and the reason for that is because I don't know what they're using for courses, and there are so many options. Fluent Form tags is a really good way, particularly with something like WP Fusion, to link him to all sorts of different softwares to allow you to use a Fluent CRM tag to allow authorization access. So the first thing we're going to do, as you can see here, currently there's nobody attached to this. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to buy a normal copy of this course. And you'll notice straight away we've got a standard checkout with my details here and a purchase. So we're just going to purchase. And what will happen now behind the scenes is it will go through and assign a tag. And the reason it does that is because what I've done in this SureCart gifted membership setup is add that price ID to this product, and it automatically assigns this tag when it's done. This is the plugin I'll be using to send out the gifted memberships and do all the bits and pieces, but this is how it's being done. And this is a copy of the logic that I've got in my SureCart Fluent Form tag manager. And I've just appended all this to it to deal with gifting. As you can see here, I've got a thank you for your order email. That has all been processed. And if we go back to Fluent CRM and go to tags, you'll see now that there is one person subscribed to this tag, and that person is me. So that's a good start. It's all working, and that was just a normal buy purchase. Now, one of the issues you have when you want to do gifting is that you can only, unless you're having different checkout forms, it's difficult to do this. And in the post, they didn't want different checkout forms for different products and having to duplicate hundreds of products. And I can understand that, and that's the way my mind works anyway, and how would be the best way to do that. And this is the way that I came around that. So we're now going to click on gift product, and gift product will open the checkout, and immediately you'll see I've got a gifting details. It's important you fill in the details below for your gift membership. And you'll notice up here at the checkout, we've got a URL parameter of $gift equals yes. And that's how I'm doing it. I'm using the URL parameter to show these, conditionally show these fields. They don't show up unless this is in here. Now, how I'm doing that is with a plugin. So if we go to plugins, you'll see that I have block visibility enabled, and I'm using block visibility to do this. And I will build this out later and show you how this all works. So we've now got these details. So I'm going to put in here Starlord, and I'm going to put SL at wcode.dev. And we're going to purchase that. And while that goes through, what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to the site, and we're going to look at the tags. So I'm going to check that out. So the person's checked out now who's gifting the membership. We're going to head over to our dashboard, we're going to go to FluentCRM Pro, where it's actually not FluentCRM Pro. This is the repo version of FluentCRM. We're going to go to tags, and you can see now we've got 2 subscribers, and the second subscriber is sl@wpcode.dev. Starlord. If you go down to users, you'll see that a user account with the subscriber role has been made for this user. And if we head over to our emails, we get our email because they both come to this email box. So this one has been sent to the purchaser. And this is the gifting email telling Starlord that they've been gifted an email by TD support for another event, and I can reset my password to my account here. So they know they've been gifted a membership. This is all modifiable in that plugin settings. And that's basically how it works. And what we're going to do now is we're going to spend a little time and we're going to build that out. So if we go down to gifted membership on this site, you'll see here that is a copy of this email here, and you could turn this on and off for gifted emails if you want to deliver your gifted emails another way using another set of logic. It uses the gifted field names that are here, and for these videos I'm going to leave them as default, but they are settable. So we're done with this site now, and what we're going to do is we are going to head over to a brand new site that we have here, and all this has is the code that I'm running for gifting membership, which is this snippet here, and it adds this sub menu to SureCart. We have FluentCRM installed, but it hasn't been gone through onboarding yet, and we don't currently have block visibility. So let's add block visibility. Now I'm using block visibility here because the checkout itself is a Gutenberg blocks, and block visibility works with Gutenberg. URL parameters are not special. They are usable by pretty much all advanced builders. It does help if you can spell visibility. Hopefully that's right this time. It is. So we'll install that now. And we'll activate that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to skip the onboarding on Fluent CRM. And we are going to add a tag of awesome course. Awesome course. And I'll add great course as well. The reason for that is so that you can see that it's automatically populated and they're there. So we now have our 2 tags. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to SureCart and we're going to look at our products. Now this all builds up on some of my previous videos about checkout confirmed, price ID, and I'll put some links to those in the description so that you understand what we're doing here. So this is the product that we are using, or we're going to use. And what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to go to edit it. And I have a notebook pad open over here, and I'm going to first of all I'm going to go to the clipboard. I'm going to copy the buy link for later, and I'm going to copy the price ID for now. So they're the 2 bits of information we need. We're going to go down to gifted membership. We are going to add a mapping. We're going to say awesome course. We're going to put that price ID we just copied in, and we're going to select our awesome course tag. So anybody who buys this price ID, which is the awesome course, gets the awesome course tag, and it's just this is a friendly name for us. So we're going to save those changes. We're going to enable gift emails. I'm going to remove gift email address from here so that it doesn't give the email address when it sends the email. And I'm going to save that one more time. And all in all, that is now relatively set up. So all we've done here is when a purchase is made in SureCart using this price ID, it will automatically assign them this tag in FluentCRM. What we need to do now is go over to pages and build out some sort of facsimile of a order course, gift a course page. So I'm going to go to pages. I'm going to add a new page, and we're going to call this awesome course. And as always, it's just going to be a couple of buttons because this isn't about making it pretty. So buy course, and we will put one next to it. In fact, I will just duplicate it, and we will call this one gift course. We'll save that draft, we'll publish it, and we're going to view that page. And this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do now is we are going to add a link, and I'm going to copy the link we copied earlier as such. So for the buy link, I'm just copying the link straight in. And that is the standard copy buy link from SureCart. For the gifted course, we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to paste in that link. We're going to do an ampersand. We're going to do a question mark. We're going to write gift equals yes. And now we know it's a gifted course. We're going to push enter, and we now have that link. So that's done. We're going to reload this page, and all being well, we should now get a gift equals yes up here. What you see here, we do, but there's something not quite right with that link. So I'm going to recreate it. Ampersand, and gift equals yes. I think because I put a actual question mark in it. So let's just copy and paste that. So I think that's right now. Let's save that, and we will go back to our page, gift a course, and now we get our gift course equals yes. So what I did wrong that first time is I added the question mark in. I should have just put the ampersand gift equals yes. So that's all set up now as well. So we have our buy page. The next thing we need to do is head over to our checkout. Let's make sure we activated block visibility, which we've done. And we're going to go to our checkout, and we're going to modify our checkout. Now this is the main checkout for the store. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it all up. We're going to stick them in this first column here. So it's this one here, and I'm just going to add below the logo. And what's going to go in here is a header. So let's put a heading in here. The size doesn't really matter, but we will call it gifting details, I think is what we had it as before. We don't need it to be a H2. Let's make it a H. Let's make it a H4 and bold. To make it stand out a bit. We're going to put a small paragraph in here. It's already a paragraph, that's why. I'm going to put a paragraph in here. I'm just going to copy and paste this from my other screen so that I don't have to retype it all. And then what we're going to do is add in 2 new text fields. And I'm just going to duplicate that. So the top one is going to be the name. So we make them required. Don't make them required because otherwise the checkout won't check out when they're shown. So we will call this one gift recipient name as a label. Actually, we don't want that to be the name. Like so. And what we'll do here with this one here, I want to need to make sure it matches what we have over here in gifted membership. So I'm just going to copy and paste it from here. So it's gifted name, and the other one is gifted email. So that's the label, that's the name, and that's because it's going to look for this field in the checkout data. I'm actually going to rename this one over here, gifted name as well, for it to be nice and easy to see. And we'll rename this one gifted email, and we will copy and paste it from the other screens for speed, I think. So the label, we want to say gifted email, that's spelling, and the name was gifted email for the field. So we now have our fields all set up, and they are showing on our screen. But what you'll see if we go back to our page and go to our course page, if we go to buy course, you'll see that they appear regardless. And that's because we haven't enabled and edited with block visibility yet. So what we need to do with block visibility is these 4 items, we need to apply a visibility rule to them. And you already know what that rule is because we've already added it into our buy button. And that's our ampersands gift equals yes. But actually we don't need to do that with the visibility. All we need to do is go to query string and add in here gift equals yes. And the same for this one, visibility. We're going to do this for all of them. So I'm just going to quickly do that in terms of our query string and just run it through each of them as quickly as I can so that we can move on. And you'll see that each one of these now has a identifier that tells you when they're visible, and that is based on a query parameter. So if we now save this checkout block and go back to our WordPress dashboard, we view this page again. When we go to buy course, we see the normal checkout, but if we want to gift a course, we should now see the gifting details, which we do. And that's pretty much it now. We are set up and ready to go. So let's go to users on this course here and page, or this gifted sandbox, and you'll see we've got no users here. If we go to Fluent here and we go to tags, you'll see nobody has the awesome tag, course tag. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go back to our page, and I'm going to buy this course as if it's for me. We're going to purchase it. And we've got that purchase item here. We will get an email telling us that we've just made an order. And if we go to our Fluent tags and refresh, you will see that we have one person with awesome course and no additional users. If we now go back one more time and we buy the course, and this time we see it as a gift, so we get the gift details. And for the gift recipient, we'll go with Starlord again and SL2 at wpcode.dev. And we're going to purchase that for £1 and gift it out. It will now run this. We've completed our purchase. We have our email say we've made our order, which we will delete. And in a minute, we should get our email saying we've been gifted a subscription. So what we will do now while we wait for that is we will go back to our dashboard and we will check our first, we'll check our Fluent tags. And you'll see we've now got 2 subscribers with access to this tag, and SL2 at wpcode.dev, the name of Starlord is there. And if we go down to users, you'll see that automatically a user has been created for the gifted membership. If we go back to our email, Starlord has now received his email telling him that he's been gifted a membership by me to the awesome course, and if he wants to log in, he can reset his password here. Now, obviously, this email is all customizable. In this example email, you saw me remove the email address, for example, from the generated details. And it doesn't just work with one price ID. It has the ability to have lots of price IDs mapped in the gifted membership area. So if I wanted to make a different product and gift that, I could do that by adding another mapping here, adding a new price ID and giving it a different tag. Same as if I didn't want to send emails to the people based on gifted emails, I could turn it off and no emails will be sent. And then I could handle those in my automator, for example, Flowmatic, AutoKit, it doesn't matter what it is. Basic premise of this is that by giving it a FluentCRM tag on checkout confirmed, That will allow you to control access to that course data and means it's a fully automated gifting option. Now, this video has been relatively long. It was longer than I expected it to be honest. What are we running at now? So yeah, it's quite a long video. There's a lot in there, but you should have learned how to use block visibility to hide those checkout blocks. And it doesn't just work for these fields, and it doesn't just work for this query parameter. You could do what I've done here for all sorts of reasons. Particular products that require a color variation, for example, or a size variation that you can't put into SureCart for whatever reason. You can add a custom field to it, use a query parameter to show and hide it. Now, this isn't quite ready for release as a plugin, but if there is interested in a gifted membership plugin, I will polish this off and get this ready to release so people can use it. I hope that's been useful. I hope that answers the original question with a little bit more detail and shows you what can be done. There's probably plenty of information out there on using FluentCRM tags to show and hide information, but if not, I can do a follow-up video to cover that part of it. But otherwise, this video will be an hour long. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe to the channel, and enjoy your gifted memberships.